And hello. So today I got another build order video for you. This time it's the Abbasid dynasty. This is a nice, simple 2TC build order that aims on getting that second town center as soon as possible. Now, this is not the best build probably out there. There are builds that can achieve this faster. This is definitely an easy one that I think anyone can implement and anyone can use. This doesn't contain any hard inputs, and you can be lax with your timings. So the way you do things first, you have your 6 first villages on sheep. The reason why we don't build the mill immediately and take the berries, and it is part of what makes this build order a little bit easier, is we want to build the house of wisdom, lumber camp, and a mining camp right away with the first 200 wood. So that we don't have to build the House of Wisdom later, and we can keep getting our resources, and I don't want to go on the stragglers as well. So we do this, we get 2 villagers onto wood, right, 6 on food. The next one builds the House of Wisdom, and the lumber camp. Then the next 2 go onto wood, and now the next 2 go onto gold. But you have 6 on food, 2 on wood, 3 on gold. Keep scouting the way that you do. Nothing particularly interesting here. Doing what you're doing after the third one. Okay, that was a bit of a blunder here. There's room for these blunders. That's the beauty of this build. If you're new to the game or new to Abbasid, this build order will allow you to get that second TC extremely fast. And you don't have to be perfect. This will allow you to get started on doing other strategies. Part of the strategies using your different types of military. It's got the corner here. So now after the third one on gold, I want to get 4 onto the berries. Again, you build the mill with 1 villager, and the other villagers will keep collecting. We keep getting sheep. Sheep are not going to be important because we're going to be out of sheep, be away from sheep soon. You already have the 200 gold. Why am I not pulling gold villagers? Because you want wheelbarrow, and you want fertile crescent at least. At least. I also like getting the wood upgrade eventually, because this build order, because eventually it starts becoming very heavy on wood. Once you have to build your military buildings, it starts becoming heavy on wood. Yeah, there you go. 310, 3 minutes 10 seconds. Age time, it takes minute 40, but about 450 to get there. And you're gonna pick up the 6 villagers from sheep. 4 of them on the stone. The other 2 wood, and the new villagers, you're gonna rally them to wood. You're gonna do this until you get fertile crescent, which should mean that you have the resources you need, or resources you need to get the town center up. This is a bit of a blunder. This will definitely delay our stone a little bit, but won't delay us enough. You'll still have extra stone here. Okay, and now for placement of the town center. Depends on what civilization you're playing against. If you're playing against a very aggressive civilization, it's gotta be within town center range. You want to be able to defend those villagers. If not, I'm playing against the Chinese, China. Probably gonna go Song all in, something like that. Song all in, Song to PC. Other strategies they do. You don't typically see a Song fast castle. Not at my level, at least. You can do that. Yeah, we're getting wheelbarrows as soon as we have the gold. So I'm gonna use this deer. I'm gonna place the TC right in the deer. I could have placed the TC here. It would save me a lumber camp. So getting the deer faster is probably a better idea. So now, yeah, we just have enough gold to get the Fertile Crescent. That's perfect, right? It's perfect. We get Fertile Crescent. And then as soon as we have the 125 gold, we'll be, as the town center finishes building, get fresh foodstuffs. That's gonna be very important. And it's really what makes this Abbasid strategy come together, because their villagers are so cheap at 32 food apiece instead of 50. But that extra saving will allow you to go into heavy food and military while going to TC, and will match opponents going into 1 TC mode. We'll just start later. That's fine, because like normally the first night would be out by now. And by now the second TC is also starting. I have resources for the TC. It's perfect. Yeah, so you want to send immediately 4 villagers from wood to food. That you have 8 on berries. And you want to use that gold to get the fresh foodstuffs. I think I'm gonna cancel this villager. Get fresh foodstuffs. So you're gonna get the villager delayed. I should be building with a 5 here. So we pick up a 4 from stone, and I like to pick up 1 from wood. I think it's a good balance between building time and the economy efficiency there. We're getting fresh foodstuffs. You want to get it as fast as possible. Well, and going ecoing in Fertile Crescent means that your farms, which should normally cost 75 wood, now cost 56 wood. Which is not as good as English farms, but it's still pretty good and allows your transition to be that much smoother. Now we are on double TC. I'm getting a range up because I want to get camel archers. You can go with any composition you want, and it's probably the best thing you can do is to assess your opponent, what they want to do. So scouting them a little bit better than I did here. This was my scout. Stopped here with a lot of sheep, so I'll bring it back. Yeah, I already have the wood deck. Yeah, now I'm going on the sheep, so I should get next survival techniques, which I don't. That's a bit of a blunder here, but that's fine. It's fine. So you're already on 2 TC. I think that's the build order right there. We're getting started on camel archers. Against Chinese, you probably want to... You typically see spears you can use, or just you can use, so horsemen you probably want some. You probably want some archers as well. I would be able to constantly pump out archers. Even though, yeah, archers and camel archers probably spend the same amount of resources per time. This is so heavy on food now. Yeah, building a blacksmith in the house, so just connect everything just to get that golden age down. Gathering rate plus 15% is pretty good. You also have resources definitely to get your blacksmith upgrades now. And yeah, I only have 1 camel archer here. You can start having a little bit of army. So not the best going for camel archers, because they don't really mass up and they are good in very specific situations. But you can go with whatever army you want. So spears archers is something you see a lot. It also goes really well with going into Castle Age of the military wing, getting boot camp, and getting men at arms. So there's a lot of things you can do here. Yeah, and I think that's it for the build order. Don't think that's much more I can say. Here is already the mid game. We're gonna get started on attacking the AI. I know he wasn't on stone there. Could be on this stone that I haven't checked. Yeah, and that's gonna be it for today's video. So have a good one. Peace.